Welcome to the Read Along,
a mini book club for your ears.
I'm your host, Scott.
I'm your other host, Anita.
And join us on a journey through a good book,
One chapter at a time.
Do you like talking about movies? Do you like talking about mediocre movies? Do you like talking about how you could have fixed mediocre movies? Well, I certainly do, and you can listen to me, Scott C. Bourgeois, along with my co-hosts Greg Beaver and Liam Creswick, as we give our notes in I Have Some Notes. You can follow it now on your podcatcher of choice or support it by visiting patreon.com/I Have Some Notes. Nita had to take a moment between the intro and this moment to adjust her breathing. Apparently she was breathing wrong.
Have you ever tried to speak when you haven't taken a proper full breath and like your airways are moving the wrong direction?
Inward speaking?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was breathing the wrong way when I started speaking and suddenly my voice sounded weird to me.
Oh, fair enough.
Anyway, I'm fine. How are you?
Thinking about your breathing now. You weren't until this moment, but now we're talking about breathing, and now you, listener, are definitely thinking about breathing.
Yeah, it's weird how that happens, right?
Yeah, your lungs aren't doing it automatically anymore.
Yeah.
You're thinking about it.
Also, you're making me self-conscious about it. Stop it.
I wasn't trying to make you self-conscious. I thought it was very funny.
Now I'm weird that I'm breathing wrong all the time.
How could you possibly be breathing wrong all the time?
If I pass out, you'll find out.
Well, you haven't yet, so you must be doing it okay.
Things are going great. This is a weird start to our podcast.
We're
tonight.
having a time.
We are.
We're having an evening. Normally, we actually find some time to record over the lunch hour, but yeah, sometimes it doesn't work out. We end up having a late recording, and apparently the silly hour is upon us.
Sorry. Not
That
really.
happens. Well, let's get out of this silly introduction and into our silly chapter.
Yes, let's.
We'll start with a brief recap of chapter 12 of our novel, in which Ben finally meets the bad guy, possibly, question mark?
The big bad, I assume?
Yeah, a guy we're calling Rolex. He seems to be in charge of a company that's trying to monetize Mr. Tan's plunging an apartment complex into the damp.
Yeah, as absurd as that sounds, accurate.
Yeah. But Ben isn't exactly amenable to negotiations in this moment, and so Rolex tells him he's going to let him stew for a bit, come back in the morning and see if he's got a better attitude. Fun fact, Ben won't have a better attitude, nor will he be there in the morning, as we get into chapter 13 of City of Others by Jared Poon. So yeah, Ben, he's like, no. I'm not having any of this.
Oh, yeah, like, door closes, footsteps walk away, and Ben's like, I have had it up to here.
Yeah,
with these evil villain monologues and these horrible people.
Indeed.
These authorities trying to hurt me.
Something that we didn't even touch on last chapter, but he brings back here, is that they were even being watched back at the bar.
Oh, yeah.
We had clocked that woman in the tracksuit.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the weird bodyguard twins. And he's like, they've been invading our privacy. They've been spying on us. They're going to hurt Mr. Tan, which at the very least is purely evil. And now they're after me and Adam. Poor, sweet golden retriever boyfriend Adam. No, I'm not having any of this. I'm getting out of here. So he like centers his soul and dives into his garden and draws on all of that spite and all of his strength and goes to kick the door, and the shadow being that's scraping at his soul is like, no, you don't want to do that. That'll set off all the alarms. That gives Ben a little pause, and he's like, okay, well, clearly you don't want to be here. And the shadow thing is like, yeah, I'm also a prisoner here.
Yeah, no, obviously I don't want to be
I don't
here.
particularly like these guys. I kind of like you. I like your spunk. And Ben's like, well, how about you help me out? And the shadow guy's like, yeah, right. And like,
why not?
Punctures the alarm panel, and the door swings open, and Adam's like, all right, well, I guess we're getting out of here then.
Sweet. I want to back it up just a smidge.
Sure.
To Ben's righteous indignation and fury at this whole situation, because there was a line that really stood out to me that, like, if you're not on Ben's side in this fight, what kind of monster are you? He's going on about, like, how horrible these people are, and he sees through it, like he sees the corruption at the root of it. And there's this one sentence when he's talking about Mr. Tan. They wouldn't even say his name.
No, because he's not a person to them.
Yeah. To them, he was asset C375. I side with him on that so hard because I really hate the dehumanizing of people like that.
Yeah,
So I get it.
Mr. Tan is a resource to them.
Yeah, which is horrible.
A potential money-making resource. He's not a people.
He is a kind, grieving old man who is a human being, even if he is another. And how dare they? And so, yeah, when Ben, like, explodes his garden and just lets all that fury grow and fortify him, I was right there with him. I was like, yeah, Hulk smash.
So he gets sprung by the shadowy thing.
Yeah. Who's like, there's guards outside, your funeral, off you go.
Yeah, and the guards are like, oh, crap, and reach for their weapons with the kind of practice, experienced training that one would expect from elite mooks.
Yeah.
But they're up against Ben.
They're up against a gardener who I'm assuming they have not trained for.
Not necessarily, because clearly they're out of their depth. And buttoned up Ben, who usually sits in an office pushing papers, the most important part of his job, wipes the floor with them. He takes out the two guys with the guns first, then takes out the shock baton guys, like 5 seconds flat.
Bang, 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 bang.
And
pow, pow, pow.
The shadow thing is like, damn, not bad.
In all honesty, I've been calling him Shadows because we don't have another name for him yet. I don't really know what to make of Shadows, right? I can't tell if it's friend or foe.
Well, as Ben puts it, sometimes the enemy of my enemy is still my enemy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I don't know if we're talking friendly, non-friendly. Can't tell.
Now, I had previously suggested it was some sort of dark wizard. Obviously, I was mistaken. It's some sort of shadow entity. It's being held in an effigy that's in a glass case that is protected by, like, the holy symbols of 1,000 religions.
Well, also, I don't know if it's protection or if it's, like, a battery. Because it's having all of these prayers and things aimed at it.
Oh, I don't think that's a battery. I think that's containment.
You think that's containment?
I think that
I
thing
thought
is
maybe
in a
they were
prison.
like supercharging it to use it.
No, that is like obviously they're using it by turning up the prayers.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is special containment for this shadow entity.
It's crazy containment.
And in fairness, Ben goes to retrieve Adam, slings him over his shoulder, goes to leave, and the shadow creature's like, you could also take me with you. And Ben legitimately is like, look, I appreciate the help, but I'm not sure I trust you or what your whole deal is, and I don't know if I should let you out. And in fairness, the shadow being is like, I get it.
Yeah. Shadows is like, yeah, no, I see it. That's
Yeah,
fine.
I have a mirror. I know what I look like.
Like, starts to almost monologue in the background. Like, this reminds me of a time.
Oh, yeah, because he's still in Ben's head,
Yeah.
even though he's let up on, like, trying to invade his soul.
At this point, Ben has Adam up and is heading out the room already.
Yeah, the thing also releases its hold on Adam, and Adam pretty quickly kind of gets jostled too, as
Which
well.
is great. I was very worried about Adam and his well-being.
So was Ben, and seeing Adam kind of regain some of his composure, and he's not looking great, but he's back on his feet. He's joking.
Because he can't help himself.
Yeah, he's like, hey, here's what you're going to do. If you're awake, you're going to dive. You're going to get out of here. You're going to go back to the office and warn everybody what's going on. I will see what I can figure out is going on here and maybe spring Mr. Tan. And Adam's like, no, that's not going to happen because I'm not abandoning you here. Because what kind of boyfriend would I be?
And then we love Adam very much.
I am upset with you, but I love you, and this is happening.
Okay, we doesn't use the L word.
No,
but
he
we
certainly
all know
would not.
Yeah,
but
no, goodness,
no.
Not quite.
There's definitely feelings there.
But genuinely, like, admirable as it is for Adam to stay by Ben's side, I don't know if that's stupid or honorable.
Honestly, Ben doesn't know in that moment. And it's quite probable that Adam doesn't know in that moment either.
Yeah, true. Fair.
Going on pure vibes. So Ben takes a moment to call the office.
Because Ben is in full work mode.
Well, not just that. He realizes he needs backup.
I know. But he realizes he needs backup because he does the OAR.
Yeah.
And he's like, I've got a phone. I'm at work. I need to tell my team Things need to happen.
Yeah, I think I said call, but actually it's more like he texts.
I think he texts.
Yeah,
so that he doesn't like make a lot of talking noise, you know?
Indeed. And is like, here's the situation. I've been captured. This is my location. Track my phone.
Yeah, he enacts Contingency J.
Yes, which we find out is Contingency Jin.
Yeah, oh no.
First things first, though, they creep out into the hall.
Yes.
And they're in incredible luck because a patrol has just walked by. They're like facing the backs of some guards who are leading some more chained cryptids.
Yeah, some stone boars.
Indeed.
Which I envision and is scary.
Apparently very hard to control, but they see more shadow tendrils, and Ben is like, could you turn those on the guards? And the shadow thing's like, I mean, you didn't let me free.
Fair, Shadows.
Yeah.
Fair.
And even Ben's like, yeah, okay, that's fair. And they're like, okay, well, we don't want to fight these things because they're tough, so we'll just sneak back the other way. And no sooner that they start sneaking back the other way that Adam's like foot just squeaks on the floor a little bit from his sneaker.
Just a little scuff, just a little like...
And they might as well have set off an alarm because the guards are just like whip around like, what's going on? But they don't really have time to act because Contingency J happens and things start exploding.
Yes. And then that's where the chapter ends.
Yeah.
Things explode. He knows the Jinn are here. Cut off. End of paragraph.
I wonder what they had to trade to the Jinn in exchange for this backup.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Because apparently they don't do anything...
I know. Without a bargain.
Without a bargain. There's no generosity there.
No, there was only dealing.
There's only quid pro quo.
Yeah. So, interesting.
Yeah.
I really, truly feel like we are building to something.
Well, we're
getting there.
We're about halfway through the book.
Yeah.
So obviously this is not the end of Rolex's plan, but this is definitely going to be a setback.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Personally, I would have let Shadows go.
Yeah. Even if it turns out to be like the trickster god Loki.
Yeah.
Who cannot be trusted because he is the prince of all lies, you'd be like, yeah, you helped me, I'll let you out.
Yeah.
Sure, fair.
Like, even if it's a terrible idea, and it might be, Shadows, isn't supposed to be there, right? Clearly they're against their will.
Yeah.
Clearly being forced to do dirty work.
Yeah, well, this company clearly is exploiting others.
Yes, which is not okay.
As we've seen with the Wyvern, as we've seen with the Stone Boars, as we've seen with the Shadow Entity, as we've seen with Mr. Tan. This company is exploiting others.
Yes.
And with the Shadow Creature, and indeed with the Wyvern and the Stone Boars, we can see doing so against their will.
Yeah, not okay.
They don't want to be there.
Yeah, even if it unleashes chaos, worth it.
And, I mean, with all the explosions happening right now, it might be that the Shadow thing gets out anyway.
I kind of hope so. If nothing else, I appreciate its sense of humor.
Yeah, the thing is, I know I was kind of playing devil's advocate with you, but my instinct would also have been like, well, you helped me out. Please don't eat a people if I let you out.
You are clearly a prisoner here. That's not okay. Let's all go. But I'm not Ben. I'm not a trained field agent.
It's true.
Who may or may not know better.
And perhaps you're naive.
Almost certainly.
Indeed. So, and one of the main reasons that Ben decides not to is mainly because he just doesn't know what it is. If he had a clear idea what that creature was, he might be more inclined to trust it, or at least have some knowledge of how trustworthy it is, and whether or not it's safe to let it free. But he just legitimately has no...
He has no time. He is trying to escape. It's not like he came across this whole scenario, right, free and clear, with time to analyze and figure out the best way to deal with it.
Yeah.
No, this is an escape plan. This is a breakout. We're making it up as we go.
Indeed. Something else that, just to loop back a little bit to the beginning, that I didn't mention at the time, but just kind of struck me. Would Ben have been more amenable to negotiating or dealing with Rolex if he hadn't just had the exact same thing happen with the snake? Because he even says in this chapter, like, this is the snake all over again.
Yep. This
is me being manhandled by the snake cult, except it's dressed up in a suit and it's looking at numbers instead of worship.
Someone waving their authority around.
Yeah.
Trying to threaten me for just trying to do my job. This might be a case at, like, wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll see how the escape and contingency plan J go as we move into chapter 14. You'll want to read up on that in time for next week.
I imagine it will be loud.
In the meantime, of course, as always, you can give us a little rating and a review on your podcatcher of choice.
Oh, yes, please. We always appreciate those.
We do. We also appreciate hearing from you via social medias.
Oh, absolutely. Pick your poison. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Goodreads, and Blue Sky. We are at the Read Along on most of those.
Yes, you can also check out our new Discord.
Oh, yeah. Come over and have a chat.
Indeed. It's got a couple of members now. There's a little bit of conversation going. It's joinable via the invitation link in the show notes or on all of our social medias.
Yeah.
You can also send us an email.
Oh, yes, please. That's a good way, too. You can find us at thereadalong@gmail.com.
And with that said, as always, we love you very much, and we'll see you next time.
Chin!
Thank you for joining us on The Read Along with your hosts Anita and Scott C. Bourgeois. All Read Along music is by Kevin MacLeod and Incompetech.com. Cover art is by Aaron Beaver. You can reach out to us via Blue Sky, Instagram, and Facebook at The Read Along, join our Discord, or check out our group on Goodreads.com.